Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Cortezarino Patreon server. Yes, we've had a few streams since the last episode, so if you haven't been able to watch those, then why not go back and catch up on those? You'll be able to see everything that we've done, but I'll just give you a quick kind of overview of what's been happening. So in our last kind of normal episode, we built this. Well, at least we built the front of it, didn't we? I ran out of time, couldn't get that done in time, but I have, in the streams, we have actually finished building the back of this. We've finished the whole of the iron farm, which we finished in the episode, so that's all now tallied up and working, and as you can see, we are all built. But we have two new members on here as well, as in, not official members, but items. We've got two new TPs. We have got our nether TP. I can't remember if I think I marked them out in the last episode, but we have some pranksters on this server, and people are taking our obsidian blocks away from our portals. They look pretty cool, though. They do look pretty cool. We managed to go to the end and get some wings, so we've done quite a bit. So it would be good to go catch up on those streams if you have time or are able to do so. If not, it's not a problem. We built this TP over here as well. This is all built now. This is where I was collecting all my stuff, but we're sharing storage, Cortezarino and I, but this is kind of like, I guess you can just come in, quickly grab some dirt, quickly grab some stone if you need to. If you need bulk stuff, then you can go downstairs. Cortezarino has finished downstairs, so if you'd like to see that, then why not go over to his channel and watch his episodes on this server. So in the last stream, we built this honey farm. Yeah, bee farm. There we go. It doesn't farm bees, it farms honey and honeycomb. We have got a fair bit, even just in the short time that we've been on the server from when I finished this stream. But if you go back and watch that, that'd be awesome. But we've got ourselves a bee farm, and today's episode is all about completing that, as you would have seen in the thumbnail, and you'll see what it looks like already. But we are going to be doing that, and then if we've got time, we're going to sort out some storage. So we'll probably go underneath the bee farm to sort that out. But right now, we're going to go into our chest, have a look at the items. This is all the items left to build the bee farm. And we are going to finish that. Oh, no. We'll be finishing off in a sec. First of all, we need to go and get some lights. Yes, on stream, I went to go and get some sea lanterns. I died while drowning while trying to get away from the guardians. And I thought I lost all my gear. So I thought I lost all of this. I actually put it into a spare chest. Yes, I am that forgetful. So I found that just after the stream. I went back, searched for my chests, and suddenly found where I put all my items. So if you watched the stream and saw that I was looking for my items, they were actually in here. So yeah. But what we do need to do is get some lighting, because I'm not going to use the sea lanterns anymore. So we're going to go off and go and find the froglight farm so that we can grab ourselves some froglights. So I have found the froglight farm, and we haven't gone far. We're still here. But I had noticed I've got a hole in the roof. So if I get my rockets and we fly up, we'll see the froglight farm is literally just right by our portal. I guess because of the nether kind of coordinates, because I think this is connected to where the spawn is, but we're quite close to spawn, or that might be the spawn portal over there. So we now have access to the roof. There are quite a few portals already up here, so people are already navigating their way onto the roof to try and navigate around the nether, which is a lot safer, I guess. But we have got the froglight farm here. I'll quickly go into F4 mode, which means we can kind of free cam around. So this is the froglight farm here. The magma cubes will spawn on these platforms, try and navigate their way to the iron golem, and then they fall down into the hole, and the snow blocks kind of shrink them down to their smaller form so the frogs can munch on them, and then they get collected up using, I think, there's some carts running backwards and forwards to pick those up, and then they deposit them into this chest, which then filters way through. That's how that works. So I'm going to grab a shulker, and there we go. We've got 9 stacks of each of the different colour froglights, so we are pretty much sorted. I think we won't have to come back here for a while. And such the case is with most farms in Minecraft. As soon as you end up with a whole load of it, you just don't need any more, do you? So we've got the main components of the farm in now. We have got a few things we need to do, which is, first of all, we need to go and put the poppies in, don't we? Because I made that mistake on stream where I put the poppies in once I put all the beehives in, and then all the bees started escaping because I was walking around with poppies in my hand. So we're just going to put those in there. What we do need to do is go off and find some more beehives. We managed to get 9 on stream. We need to get another 18. So I'm going to go off and do that in just a tick. I might bring you along for some of it, but it is pretty much what we were doing on stream. I'm going to fly around, find a bee's nest, wait for the bees to go into it, and then I'll harvest it with my Silk Touch pickaxe. So I'm going to go off and do that. If anything interesting happens, like getting some doggos or something like that, then we'll bring you in and you can see me catch some dogs. So I've come a few thousand blocks west of our island over to this area, and it looks so nice. There's lakes and all sorts. I've been doing some caving around here to get some resources, and there are even lakes underground, which is amazing. So maybe in the near future, well, maybe not near future, maybe once we've finished our Netherland island, we can come out here and do some kind of nice cottagey or kind of, I don't know, jungly theme builds. I have to come up with an idea for that one, but that's long distance in the future. So, but I just really like the area. So we've got ourselves our bed from the village, and now we're going to come over here to this woodland area, and we're going to start looking for beehives. And if in the process we find some dogs, then we can tame those as well. But I didn't bring the bones. Okay, well, it looks like I might have to go back down to the cave and get some more bones. I did find a skelly spawner down there, so I'll gather some let some skeletons spawn and gather some bones up from that way. And then if I see some dogs, then we can get some, because I can see some in the minimap. So here's our skelly spawner. I'm just going to grab a few blocks quickly. I want to condition the area so that I don't get hit. So what we do is we want to be able to hit the skeletons there, don't we? So I'm going to do that. We're going to break that block and that block, which means I'll be down here. Should be at the skeleton's feet, although I want them to see me, so I might re-change that there. So we can grab our stone, go around like that. Just do that as well. The skeletons won't be able to spawn up there, so that's not a problem. 1 block gap there. What I need to do now is go in and break torch. Okay. Trying to hit you with a carrot. Not going to work. Right. So now we just got to sit here. Let the skeletons shoot each other, I guess. Right, I'm going to gather the bones up. And this is what I was meaning about the lakes underneath the ground. They are awesome. I do love the way they do this. And if we come along here, there's some more. I'll show you. I don't want to go back down there. It's pretty dangerous down there. But where this water flows, there's a creep down there already. I'll quickly try and come down here. Come out this side. There you go, look. Look at that. Now I'm thinking we could build a massive pirate ship underneath here. That would look pretty cool. Ew. Look over here. Might have to go and get those at some point. If you've got any ideas of what you think we could build, then just let me know in the comment section down below. That would be great. No more bees' nests as of yet, but I can see there's a bee on my map at the moment. But look, we have some doggos. They're trying to swim up the water stream, and I don't want them to hurt themselves. So I'm going to go down, and I'm going to save them. Oh, you don't want to be saved, do you? Yay, there's one. You can stand up. Maybe it's because you're in water. And there's the other one. Cool, nice one. So we can now get back out of this hole, because we can fly, and the doggos should follow us. There should be another one somewhere. There he is. There he is. Gonna get another one. There we go. We've got 3 doggies. Now let's go and find the bee, which is just there. Can we find its nest? Yes. Yes, we can. So now what we've got to do is just wait for the bee's nest to fill up with bees, and then we can collect it. There we go. Bees are in their nest. Another one done. So I've changed my mind on how I'm going to get the beehives. I think there's a better way. And having to look around everywhere for them is just a bit too problematic. So what I want to try... That works. Nice one. We are going to be basically growing trees until we get bees' nests on them. And I think that will be a lot more efficient. So I can just keep bone mealing the trees, keep growing them, chop a tree down, and then regrow it again afterwards, just to see if we can get the beehive on there. And obviously we can grow 4 trees around 1 flower, and that gives us 4 times the chance for every flower that we've got. So I'm going to be doing that to get the bees' nests, and then hopefully it should happen a lot quicker. So while I'm waiting for trees to grow, because I don't have enough bone meal to grow them myself, I'll just talk you through a few things that we are doing on this island. So this whole island is going to end up becoming Native American in theme, but we need a bone meal farm, naturally, so that we can get some more things. And bone meal is just quite useful. I like the bone blocks and stuff like that, so we'll be able to use that. I'm going to do that probably by building some more teepees, but I'll do those off camera. So we're going to build a teepee here for bone meal farm, and I'll discuss this slightly in the live stream as well. And then we might have a couple more teepees, so we have end up 6 on this end. And we can put like some, what was it? Oozing slime farm was one of them. And then in the other one, I'll just put some melon and pumpkin farms. I have a design for some early game melon and pumpkin farms where you don't need to use observers or slime for them to be able to harvest themselves. You just use like bud powered pistons. So that's that done there. And then here we've got a sign here because this is to remind me that we're going to be building a totem tree farm, not a totem farm, a tree farm that will look like a Native American totem. Now over here we have changed our mind. Or I say I have changed my mind, so you're about to find out what. I am going to turn this into a honeycomb farm, and then we'll build another bee farm by ENX04. I think it will most probably be for the honey, because the only problem with having honey in this kind of design is that I need to have all of these dispensers full of bottles. Because if there's any space, the honey will get sucked back up into the dispenser, and then the honey bottles will sit in the dispenser, which isn't what we want. We want it to drop. So we have finally got all the bees' nests in. I've also added, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, it's called Jade. It's a mod that kind of helps us see what we're looking at. So when I look at the bees' nests, it will now tell me how many bees are in each nest, which will be helpful. I have noticed that some of the bees' nests over there actually don't have any bees in, and others only have 2. So I'm going to have to breed, I think it's 6 bees I need to breed up inside that section there. And then we're going to work out what we need for the sections over here. But I'll do that off camera once I've built the farm. That's not too much of a problem. I have also gone and got some cod, because we keep getting cats spawn on our island, and I want to catch one. Which is a bit harder than it looks. Right, come on. I don't ever seem to be able to get them to come towards me. Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here we go, here we go. We chase it. Yes! There we go, we got one. Got ourselves a cat. Right, come here then. Follow us back to the TP. You can guard the TP for us. So now to place these bees' nests in, and this should be a lot easier than it was last time. So I've now put the flowers in already. Make sure the doors are closed. It should be a case of quickly... Maybe even better would be to do this at night time, but we're just going to do this. And I've chosen to use the kind of naturally spawned beehives instead of the ones you can make, because I prefer the look of them, really. Right, so that's them in. So if you look here, the top left-hand corner with the information there, it says bees 0. So we do need to breed these bees up just to get some more in. Not sure why they've gone down to 0. I thought we had a lot more than that. Oh, we're missing a block here. Place that. Get ourselves 2 bees' nests. Shut the door. Then we can start placing those. They should stick around onto the flowers, so that shouldn't be a problem. Because do that way. I'll grab these, place those in, and there we go. We now have 27 bees nests, all producing. Now we just need to put the shears in the dispensers, and they will be shearing away. But if you come around here, we take this away, just so we can quickly look at this. Look, 64. This is just from the 9 bees nests. 64, so we're up to there. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, nearly 25 stacks of honeycomb already, just from collecting the just from the 9 bees nests there, and they're not even full either. So that's the inside of the farm decorated, as in kind of because it's C-shaped, the inside of the sea. We've got a campfire that I put out for the top, and then we've got the kind of azalea leaves grown around the outside, and that's to kind of make it look a bit more kind of like a pergola, kind of like garden area, because they're bees. And then we've got grass in the middle here, which eventually I'll put some flowers in when I gather those up, and some ferns and some grass and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind getting some of those torch plants and pitch plants to put in there. That would be pretty awesome. I'm really loving how this is turning out, though. The next thing we've got to do is cover up these side bits, the ugly redstone. Wow, I don't think it's ugly, but you know, if it's part of the build and we want to make it more decorative, it's not ideal. So I'm going to put some rocks around here, and we're going to try and blend this in so it kind of becomes part of a rocky out thing, kind of rocky outcrop there, and all around the back. So this back bit would end up blending in with the cliffs down the back here, and that so on. So eventually, all the way around this island, I'm going to want to have kind of stony rocks around the edge, and then we're going to have pod soils and path blocks and all the different kind of rooted dirt and stuff like that around the outside. Maybe some mud as well in some areas, and maybe the odd patch of grass over here and there, just to kind of decorate it up. I do want it to look more kind of like arid than I do kind of lush. And then the island over there that we're working on next, and of course Rosalina's already moved over to start working on, we'll have that as a more lush kind of area for our kind of fantasy land as we're going to build it. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with building the edges around the outside, and then we will then work on the inside. Before you get taken to the next clip, I just wanted to show you down here, because this is where the storage area is going to be, and this is where I've been collecting my lava. I don't know if I've shown this before, but this is going to be pretty perfect. All I need to do is put water over all of this, and I can collect up all the obsidian, because I'm going to need the obsidian for my tree farm, which will be a later project. So that's where I'm going to be getting the obsidian for that from. Now I'm going to start building. So I've done a bit of terraforming, and enough for this episode anyway. There is a bit around the back I haven't done, so I've basically just dressed up the front. Basically because I thought, or mainly because I thought that all this terraforming is something that we can do on stream. Then I can have a chat with you and kind of talk about stuff while doing that, and it's not something that's going to take too long. I want to try and get this episode out fairly soon, and I could spend days. Honestly, I could spend days terraforming. So this looks good though. I'm impressed with what we've done here, so I'm really happy with that. And we've got the nice kind of like green arch there with the pergola over the top. We've got this dressing up as well. So the next thing we need to do, this is all grown as well. Next thing we need to do is chuck water down here, and then I'm going to mine up all this obsidian, and then we can start focusing on how we're going to get the storage. It's only going to be pretty simple for now. Like, I'm just going to dig out a square hole, feed the hoppers down into that, so we can have a bank of chests stacking up with the honeycomb. Because at the moment, because these hoppers are full, this honeycomb isn't being picked up, and it's just despawning, which is a bit of a waste. So that's the room cleared out, or at least the obsidian cleared out, and we managed to get 64 and 37. So stack and a half of obsidian, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Like I said, we're going to be using that for a build later on. I don't even know what the time... Oh, it's night time out here. At least we're on Mushroom Island. So our job is to try and get down to here. So look at the chords. So it's 2, 4, 3 on the Z, and then it'd be 1... 12, 28. So 7, 4, 3. I said 2, 4, 3. 7, 4, 3, 12, 28. 4, 3, 12, 28. Remember that? 7, 4, 3, 12, 28. That's quite far back, isn't it? So if we quickly just do this. 12, 28. And 7, 4, 2, 4, 3. So that should take us to below the hoppers. Gone down quite far, haven't we? We might need to bring the room up slightly. There we go. There we go. Right, we come back up here. Where are we? I'm confused as to where the... There they are. Right, hoppers go back a bit further. They're going to come down. We want to at least be, I reckon, 2 blocks under. So if we go down... That's 1, 2 there. So this is where they're going to come down to. Place dirt back there. I want to go down 2. So that's 1, 2. And then we'll clear a room out under here that takes us back to the stairs. And we are done. I kind of got a little bit carried away. We've got our stairs coming down here into a nice gentleman's club kind of vibe for our storage room. And we have already got, look at that, 9 stacks over a chest full. And it is just filling up and filling up. So we might have to even replace some of these shears soon. I'm going to get a load with Unbreaking 3 on so they last a bit longer. But that is that done. We've managed to get ourselves our honey farm all decorated out and storage sorted. So I need to do another honey farm for honey bottles, but we'll probably do that a bit later once we manage to be able to get some way of getting some glass and some bottles sorted. So once we've got a witch farm or something like that sorted out, we should be able to get some bottles that way. And like I say, the rest of this decoration that we can do that in the streams together while we have a chat and kind of talk about stuff. So that is awesome. I like that. I like that. So that is a project for the future. We've managed to get our honey farm done. And I think that will be it for this episode. We've managed to get ourselves another episode out on the Cortez Reno Patreon server. If you want to join us on this server, all you have to do is become a patron to Cortez Reno. So please do that. And we can then you can come around and see this for real life. It's going to be cool. So enough of the chitter chatter. I am going to say goodbye for now. And I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao for now.